Welcome to the Seeds of Discovery podcast, a space for exploring energy, intuition, and the deeper layers within. We're your hosts, Aileen Riley, Beth Blair, and Amanda McCaskill. Together, we guide conversations around Reiki, spirituality, astrology, and the subtle patterns that shape our lives, not as something to fix, but as something to witness, understand, and work in relationship with. This is a space for exploring your inner world, for noticing your patterns, your energy, and your natural rhythms so you can move through life with more awareness, intention, and alignment as you navigate the transitional pathways unfolding within you.
Well.
Yeah. Welcome back.
There we go. I like that.
I like that too.
Yeah. Good intro.
Yeah.
Now you have to do that every time.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. All right. So we wanted to have a conversation about the evolution of energy work as we've been using it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've always felt like it's not that you summon Reiki. Come, sit, stay,
Yeah.
go here, go there. Like, who am I to command universal life force? Who am I
Yeah.
to do that?
It's more about opening up and allowing it
Yeah.
to just be what it's going to be.
Yeah. When I first started this Reiki journey, I felt like I had to control it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, come on, Reiki, let's get this job done. I need you to go here and here and here and work on this. But now I'm inviting you in so we can work together instead of I need you to heal this right now.
Get on it.
Yeah. It's a lot different relationship than when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Well, and I think that with a lot of different energy therapies, right? There are all these dance steps, I'm going to say. There are treatment protocols or sequences, or let me find another word, like there's an order of operation that you go through. And I'm going to even throw the symbols in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are symbols, this one does this one does that, this one does the other thing. And all of that is to train you. Like I relate it to, and I'm not calling anybody a dog, but I kind of am, like taking your dog to training because you think you're there to train the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And you are to some extent, but you're there to train you, right? So all of those dance steps and things are to align you with the energy, not the person who's on the table that you're doing the hand placements and stuff on. It's over here. You're in the vehicle. So, I get called out more when I was taking Fiona to dog training than Fiona got called out. Yeah. It's like, oh, you're late. Oh, you didn't do it right. Oh, you're a little late on that treat. You were a little late on that good dog. You were a little, and it's like, oh my God. Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. And now, we're in a different conversation because our flow is good. Right? See, I brought Fiona into the room even though she's not here.
Yeah, I do miss Fiona.
She cried when I left, just so you know.
Well, don't tell us that.
Right. Sure. We're going to see her all weekend. We do, yes. Are we going to see her all weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know, right? I was like, wait a minute. Are we?
Yeah, no, she'll be there.
Okay.
She's working tomorrow.
Okay.
She's working tomorrow. Yeah.
Side quest.
Yeah. Well, we are teaching. Okay, so we're talking about energy work. So we have stacked ourselves with work this weekend. I mean, who made the schedule, people?
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. We're recording podcasts today. We are teaching Grounded Spirit Animal Reiki tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we are stepping into Transitional Pathways 1.
Yes.
First time we're doing that class. So we've got a lot of energy work happening, all of it has been a migration of energy work, right?
Yes.
Like how we work with energy, what we use it for, how it's changed our lives, really.
Like that word migration opposed to evolution. It is really like, well, it reminds me of the last episode, the trail, the lantern trail, where, we're moving the energy forward, but we're helping other people if they choose that path, because our path isn't everybody's path. But if it does align with yours, the way that we work with energy,
Okay, so that two trippy things just happened. Okay. I just went into that expanded state, and I had a download of something to do with the lanterns. Spoiler alert, not. I'm going to keep that to myself right now. But then as I'm looking at you, your aura just flashed in this room.
Really? Oh.
I was like, okay, so yes, I'm not on drugs, but it was almost like what I would think it would be like to be like that. So there you go. Yeah, that's trippy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy running in this room. We were talking earlier. This is Side Quest again. Is this going to be Side Quest podcast?
Side Quest. Come along on our Side Quest with us.
So there's been several times where we recorded and the equipment didn't work, right?
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure I had it set up, sometimes not all the time. But it like shorts out or it doesn't record part of the video, right? Because the energy, I feel like, because the energy is so high with all of us in the room.
We've killed your laptop.
We did, yes.
One time we killed your laptop of all the juice and it was fully charged and it was like dead.
Yeah.
We've had things happen that way.
The energy surges.
Yes.
It does. Yeah, but I think the idea of there are three words that want to come in all at once. It's like trusting the energy, follow the energy, and aligning with it, right? So when you're teaching technique, which is what we have done, and we have followed a curriculum, we honor and appreciate that curriculum. And we now realize that we have to teach a different way. Because it's where we are in the world, in the collective, is people need to take ownership for their role in the collective. And energy doesn't speak one language, it speaks many.
Absolutely.
So how does the energy speak to you? Where does it show up? What does it want you to do with it? And are you willing to accept that responsibility? You know, and we've had many students who get caught up in the dance steps. I'm not dissing them because what was the thing you said about the horse and the reins? Right?
So you grab the reins and you ride with confidence and strength and gratitude. And you're leaving behind lanterns of light.
Right.
To guide those behind you.
Okay, but what if you drop the reins and work with the horse and let the horse, you know, like...
Trusting the horse.
Trusting the horse. As a kid, I learned we had, and I think I've said this before, we had horses right down the street, 2 houses down.
Yeah.
And I was a good horseback rider. My sister was a better horseback rider, but I was good. And there's a place that you get in riding on a horse. The entrainment of your body and the horse's body, you become one in the gallop, right? And you can securely stay on a horse without a saddle, without reins, if you allow yourself the freedom of that partnership movement, right? And as a kid, I had that, right? Because I didn't have the fear. I trusted the horse.
Right.
I love the horse, you know, and it was so much fun, right? And I think you probably get that when you're running.
Yeah,
you get that place of being in the stride of the energy and the flow, and right.
Yep.
And that's not something that you can teach per se of what that feels like.
Right.
But you can bring someone to a place where they can open up and find how they're going to work with the energy.
I think that's what we struggled with for so long, because we knew we worked with energy in a different way, but we couldn't explain it.
Yeah.
So we spent a lot of time just feeling and adapting to how we work with energy, how we want to work with energy. I think we've come to a place where all of us, where anybody has access to the energy. Anybody has access to Reiki, to energy healing. Just because you're Reiki trained doesn't mean that you do energy work, doesn't mean that you're using it to its fullest advantage.
Well, and I think there was a struggle for us, like truth be told, where we were working with the energy, but then we'd have to come over here and teach it. And then we'd have to look at the curriculum and go, okay, but this is what it says in the book, and this is what we have to show, and this is how we have to do it. And, and so we were...
It was inauthentic to how we used it.
Right. Yeah.
So it's that alignment piece. It's something about aligning with the energy.
Yeah, you have to align with the energy.
So it's like noticing, adjusting, and then aligning.
And the symbols themselves have evolved for each of us. They're different in grounded spirit than what we were taught in our Usui and Holy Fire training. They're different still again in transitional pathways. And all of that came from the energy itself and from the symbols themselves. Like we were in conversation with the symbols when we developed the curriculum that we're going to be working with, right?
Yeah.
Talking, what? A lot of throat action. Where's that Mercury?
Yeah. Mercury is still in Pisces.
But what y'all were talking about too, how, and I think I've told y'all this, but how everyone has access to this energy, even if you're not trained in Reiki. And how my youngest son, he had come up to me one day and he was like, I'm going to give you a hug. I'm going to send you Reiki. And he's not trained in Reiki. He's not certified. But when he hugged me and he embraced me so hard, you can feel that energy exchange. So yes, we all have access to that energy, that flow. You all have access to that.
Yeah.
It's accepting it and using it for good.
Right.
And yeah,
that is the sweetest. I love that example because it's the perfect example.
Yeah.
You don't have to be certified.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that word right now.
Exactly.
I might be certifiable.
It's a trigger word.
It is, yeah. Because it's like the better than, the greater than, the...
And it may be a trigger for us too, because we have been trying to find our purpose.
Yeah.
How we want to use this energy. So it's, let me learn this modality. I want to get certified in this and this and this.
Absolutely.
Which is great. But
how are you using it?
How are we using it? How are we going to utilize every tool that we've learned? It's be patient with yourself, feel that energy fully, and let it guide you to what you're supposed to be doing with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The masters they've paved the way. They had their lanterns lit for us. We followed it to a certain place and we said, you know what? Let's veer off this way.
Well, and so when I first started Reiki, the masters were there. You know, they were behind you. They were like what you said, that pathway. They were all behind you. You went to put your hands on somebody or hover over them, whichever way you want to do it. And as you put your hands, like I felt like the domino effect of hands on top. You know, going back as far as they would go all the way back to Usui. You know, that's how I learned, right? And so, like we were talking about confidence and it's like it gave me confidence to do the work. And now the work is different. The energy is different because I'm different. And how I work with it, I'm not laying hands on anyone.
Right.
I mean, on occasion I do, where I send it, distance, but it's more about collectively being in the energy and bringing forth my authentic self, right? Because that's the purpose.
That's the medicine.
It is. And it's accepting those parts of myself, the ones we talked about, that it's not that you heal them.
Right.
It's not that you heal them. It's that you accept them.
Yep.
I think healing is probably an overused word. We have our trigger words that are being overused at the moment, and I'm not saying any of them, but they're in my head. And I'm like, I hate that word. I hate that word. Everybody's talking about it, right? But I think healing's one of them too.
Healing is, because it gives the perception that we need to be fixed.
Exactly.
And I hate. I'm using that word a lot.
Yeah,
I don't usually use that.
I know. What's up?
Maybe I'm a little spicy. Yeah,
I'm
Aries little Aries flare. Yeah,
yeah, you're flaring. You're flaring over there.
I do. Yeah, but I dislike the thought of us having to fix and heal everything because, like you said, we are here because of what we experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was good or bad, positive or negative, we're here.
Yes.
So it's what do we do with this energy now? How do we incorporate everything we've been through for this moment? It's not that we need to relive and fix and try and be something different, because I feel like that's the connotation that it gives. Healing and fixing means that we have to be somebody different.
Right.
We don't. We are already the highest version of ourselves.
Yep.
We just have to accept it and allow it.
Yeah. I had that conversation last night. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't go through those things.
No. We wouldn't be here having this energetic conversation with,
right.
each of you, if we didn't go through all that stuff.
Right.
That's right.
And so allowing the energy to migrate, evolve, transform, really where the transformation, the migration, and all of that is happening is in us, because the energy is constant. It's divine. The energy doesn't have to change. So that's really the piece. The energy is not changing at all. We are.
Yeah.
So as you study Reiki, or as you study healing touch, or as you study Qigong or yoga or quantum touch, or pick a name of some practice, I'm not discounting any of them. But what's changing is you. What you're mastering is yourself. Now, that is one thing that I picked up from the training that we did, is you become a Reiki master not when you master Reiki, but when Reiki masters you. When you allow the energy to have its way with you. Now, there's an Aries. There's an Aries phrase, right?
Yeah.
Let the energy have its way with you. That is passion, purpose, all rolled into one.
Yeah.
And it can be, staying in the theme of Aries and all that, it can be aggressive. It can be hard and challenging and juicy and all of those things. And it can be terrifying too. It can be going through the path of purpose can be terrifying.
Absolutely.
And you agree to it, right? So suck it up. Okay, there's a little Aries too.
We're feeling the energy today.
Hey, I do,
all the time. Yeah.
All the time.
Feeling with Aries.
I do. My co-pilot.
Not me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so how are we wrapping this one up there? Snow White, you got anything to say?
No. Are we going to sing until next time?
Until next time.
Thank you for being here with us. Take a moment to notice what resonated, what shifted, what opened, and what might be asking for your attention. This work isn't about having all the answers. It's about learning to witness yourself with curiosity, compassion, and presence as you move through your own transitional pathways. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep discovering.